Welcome back to Bible for Self-Starters. We're in Book 3 of the Bible, which is the writings, that section of the Bible, and we're looking at the characters Ezra and Nehemiah, chapter 12 of our book, Bible for Self-Starters. These two guys were real strong leaders, leading the children of Judah, really, the tribe of Judah, back to the land of Israel. They were the post-exilic leaders. They rebuilt the city and the temple. They established reading the Bible as the new center of worship, the new way of thinking of worship. There's a scene in Nehemiah chapter 8, 7, 8, and 9 that takes place outside the temple area, but in a plaza of the city. And the qualification to be there was that anyone who could understand. And so that was a complete change from the temple idea where you were divided by how you were born, whether you were a Jew or a Gentile, whether you were a man or a woman, whether you were a priest or an Israelite, or whether you were the high priest or just a priest. But this new worship was worshiping around the Word of God, understanding and growing from that Word. And that was the beginning of a worship style, if you will, or a way of worship that is still the church and the synagogue to this day, the way that we worship. These two books, Ezra and Nehemiah, are chronologically the end of the Bible, the Hebrew Bible, the Old Testament. But the packagers, the canonicalers, the guys putting the canon together, decided to put the book of Chronicles last. And there's two kinds of endings here. Nehemiah ends asking God to remember his obedience to the law of Moses in casting out people who had married foreign wives. But the Chronicles ends with the event that Daniel predicted would be the beginning of the clock ticking to Messiah. That is the edict to go up and rebuild the city of Jerusalem and the temple. So there's a message in that. There's two kinds of endings, and the logical one would have been the path towards rabbinic Judaism, which lives by obeying the law of Moses, and that's it. The other one leads to the Messiah, and that's the pathway that takes us to the Gospels. So enjoy your time studying and thinking about what Ezra and Nehemiah bring to the Bible.